What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? I guess I'm just picking a word. Treasure. Lazy. Lust for Yuri. You already know. Oh, you picked certain ones to make certain ones go happy. I'm picking all of Yuri's in. Frightening. Vitality. Empty. Fuck! Scars. Bro, it's so confusing. Alright, see you, Amanda Scar. I might stream tomorrow. Don't worry. Essence is probably a Yuri word. Alone. Bro, what is wrong with Natsuki? Oh, that's Sayori. Why is Sayori so depressed? Disaster, that's definitely Yuri. Depression. Yo, somebody check on Sayori. Anytime I do something like sad or depression, it's always her. I don't even know what half of these words mean. Heart. Bro, I don't want Sayori. Contamination. Anger. I definitely don't want Natsuki. Extreme. Philosophy. What is boob? Who the fuck? Let me just see who that's gonna. That's probably gonna be Natsuki's dumbass. I knew it. Disarray. Unrestrained. Everything goes to Yuri. Everything I do for her. Hi again, Apollo. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Apollo. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into my long, voluptuous... Long? Wait. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan on just coming here to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. What? The fuck does that mean? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated. Fuck. Don't worry, guys. Apollo always gives it the best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. Whoa. So you tell me I've gone inside Sayori's room before? Wait a second. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is always messy and distracting. And almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hey, you two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little wet. How come you and Apollo can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy! It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, fuck. Discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled event for Activity Club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I'll feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She seems to let her glance at me, her eyes met for a split second. Were you just looking at my yitties? But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. It's too big not to. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have... Just curious you have two copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy two of them, okay? Ah, I see. You wanted to suck my dick. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and she scans her eyes over the cover. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Uh-huh. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Apollo? I'm a fan of whatever you want me to be a fan of. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri into those sort of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a new, strange point of view. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're meant to be naive for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books or writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Yeah, I used to be so into reading, and then school forced it on you, so I stopped liking it. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well just get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. You know, somebody having their penis pressed against me and all. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I really don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold open the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Whoa. Hold up. How do I get this shit out the way so I can see these? I'm sorry, y'all. I do the same with my right arm on the inside of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides under the thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're holding it even closer and I can feel the warmth radiating off of her. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel it. What the fuck? Yo, did I just fucking tell the future? What the hell? It's as if I can feel the warmth off Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Let's turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page... Dang, I accidentally clicked it. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it to her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent to some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Apollo, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that... But wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant as kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales spare from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull their poems out. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first?